Patriots. It is a wonderful Wondering Wednesday, April 14th. Did you research to find out why the dark and dusty moon can reflect light? Here's Mrs. Greco with some answers from some very clever first graders and with a new Wondering Wednesday question of the week.
Hey Patriots, Miss Greco here for Wondering Wednesday. Last week, Ariana asked you to help her find out how does the moon reflect light if the surface is gray and dusty, and you answered her question. So I have two responses from Miss Ellard's class, one from Milana and one from Paige. Paige asked an expert, and in that answer, she came up with that part of the reason why the moon can still reflect light is because although the moon orbits the sun, it does not spin on its axis, which is why the moon has the nickname of the dark side of the moon. Then Milana researched and found out that the dark asphalt on the surface of the moon is part of the reason why the light is able to still be reflected even though it appears gray and dusty. So great job everyone, and fantastic job Miss Ellard's class for finding an answer for Ariana. Now this week's Wondering Wednesday comes from Layla and Miss Agavino's class, and she's wondering why do dogs' eyes turn green when light hits them? And Layla, I've been wondering the same thing because I have two dogs at home and I notice this all the time. So Patriots, that's your job to find out why do dogs' eyes turn green when light hits them. Remember, you can use sources, you have to use a source. So you can ask an expert, you can research it online, or you can read it in a book. So I'm still on the hunt for a few more Wondering Wednesdays for the rest of the school year. So make sure you're sending those to me, as well as coming up with Layla's answer for why do dogs' eyes turn green when light hits them. And remember, this is a Wondering Wednesday for 2 weeks. So this will be the same Wondering Wednesday next week. Can't wait to see what you guys are wondering and what you come up with to the answer to this question. Have a great day, Patriots.
In birthday news today, happy birthday to Javion D. in Miss Helm's pre-K class and Charles T. in Miss Reisman's class. Happy birthday! And a big birthday whoops from me, Mrs. Harris. I looked at the wrong calendar for the month of May and April. Miss Grace's birthday was not last week, it's actually in May. And yesterday was Mrs. Keene's birthday, so make sure you wish Mrs. Keene a happy birthday, and we'll wish Miss Grace a happy birthday again in May. Today for lunch we are having PB&J sandwich, smoothie combo, cowboy barbecue on a hamburger bun. Vegetable and fruit choices are Popeye side salad, sweet savory fries, fresh sliced apples, pineapple bites, or juice. To continue our celebration of Autism Awareness Month, here are Miss Godfrey and Miss Linda to answer more of your questions about our SBC unit.
Are they aware they have autism?
No, but they might be able to tell that there's something different about them. And one of the things that we have to understand is that we all have our differences, and that we can still be exceptional and great students. So one of the things that I want all of our Patriot friends to understand is that they have feelings. Even though they are not talking to us and they're not speaking, they understand everything that is being said and done.
Is the autism discovered at a certain age or at all ages?
Well, it happens prior to 3 years old. That's the parents start going to the doctors, and just like you guys go to the doctor, and they talk about their development and things that are going on.
Do you teach the children with autism the same way we are taught?
Yeah, we use a lot of pictures to go along with their learning. So we give them choices and they can tell us the answer by choosing and selecting a picture.
If the children do better, what grade will they go into?
Like we said, they're doing great right where they are. They might just learn in a different pace than you do, or they might learn at the same pace. It just depends on what it is. Like sometimes you might do a better job with addition, but multiplication isn't really your strong suit. So it just depends on what the subject is and what how we are presenting it to them.
Why do the children make certain faces that are different than normal?
Okay, so things feel and look different for them. So I wanted to figure out the best way to explain that. And sometimes their senses, the way they perceive things, like light and motion and the people around them, it looks different and it feels different. So they are, receiving that information, and then their output might look a little different than ours.
Do the children eat only certain things?
Yeah, that's funny because we have some students that will eat anything and others who are very selective. We have some kids that will eat only, raisins every day. That's what they love, or they love gummies or juice and things like that. So we have to try really hard to get them to try different things. But I know that you probably have foods that you don't like, and your mom and dad find sneaky ways to put the food that you don't like in your diet.
Do you still teach the children how to read and do math?
Absolutely. They have a curriculum just like you do. But the answers are, like I said before, with pictures.
Why did you become an autism teacher?
I decided to become an autism teacher, teach children with exceptionalities when I was in high school. I didn't like the way my peer students treated them, and I felt like I could make a difference by being their voice. Thank you. We're so glad to answer your questions. If anybody else has questions, please send them in.
Thank you.
That wraps up our news show for today, Patriots. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance.